2 of this Arsenal career. We're in season 2 now. We're just advancing to the second day where we should get some details about the transfer market and things. Yeah. And they felt last year was satisfactory. We didn't achieve all the objectives, but they want to keep faith with me, and hopefully I'll prove them right. I don't know why that person's in the back there at all. But yeah, if we go over to our squad hub, let me have a look. So Newbell's come in, who is 77 overall. He looks decent as a backup, which means we could sell Emiliano Martinez because we have Barrett as a backup. I'm just going to release Liev. Don't want him at the club. Obviously, Bernd Leno there. Kieran Tierney and Kolasinac will keep their place. David Luiz, Pablo Mori, Zach Medley, Oluwu. We'll keep hold of him for now, just because his transfer is leaving. I think I'm going to sell Mavropanos. Saliba I want to keep. Ballard I get rid of ideally, but might have to wait until the end of the season. Now, we have one too many centre-backs, realistically. So our main partnership is going to be Callum Chambers and Upamecano. Then we have Mustafi and probably Saliba, which means David Luiz and Pablo Mori. I mean, maybe I still sell Mustafi and keep David Luiz as a bit of a backup. I think I'd be willing to do that. I'm going to add Mustafi to the transfer list. There's no point in having all these centre-backs. We've got Pablo Mori as well in there. I say Tutu, you probably just sell him. Maitland-Niles, yeah, Xhaka El-Neni has to go. Sheaf has to go. Lucas Torreira, Guendouzi, Saka can stay. Lamar Craft, I'll keep a hold of him. Just going to release this kid. Olayinka. Smith Rowe I want to loan out. Willock I'll keep. Jackson I want to loan out. Roberts I want to keep. Pepe, Mkhitaryan has to go. Martinelli, Reece Nelson, Nketiah, Balogun, I'll add him to the loan list. Aubameyang, Lacazette, and this kid here, add him to the transfer list. See if we can get rid of him. Same with a couple of them up here. Ballard, add to transfer list. Oluwu, add to the transfer list. You never know, someone might come in for them. But yeah, so we have our own targets. We have a look at our budget. We have 142 million, which is good. If we go and have a look at our targets, yeah, they want us to reach the semi-final of the Champions League. That's going to be difficult. They want us to finish in top 4 and reach the semi-final of the FA Cup. Okay, right then. So that's the first team. This is the second team. It looks something like that. I do have these two in mind for transfers. There's no doubt in my mind that these two are the ones I want to bring in. My only issue is that I do kind of want a star player, but maybe we just wait until January for that, and we just see how we go with these guys. So let's just take a look at our squad, see where it needs improving. This is the first team. Leno in goal, Callum Chambers, Bellerin, Upamecano and Tierney. I think I'm going to bring in Saliba to the first team. Well, no, actually, we'll keep Chambers in there. Saliba can earn his place. Torreira and Guendouzi, Lamar, Pepe, Lacazette and Aubameyang. Okay. Have a look at our second team. We want Newbell in goal, Maitland-Niles at right back, centre back pairing of Pablo Mori and Saliba, like that. Kolasinac at left back, Xhaka, and at the minute it is Sabitzer. Reece Nelson and Saka on the wings with Martinelli and Nketiah up front. We can drop Martinelli in there. Maybe drop Nketiah. Don't know. We'll see. We've got a lot of talent. That's for sure. It's just trying to find a way to balance that talent. and now we've got to really focus on what matters. And I think we probably could do with a CDM, but then it does sort of make either Xhaka or Sabitzer irrelevant, and we've just paid quite a lot of money for Sabitzer, which is infuriating. I think Partey would add quite a bit to our game, and then David as a backup striker or winger, because he can sort of play both aspects. I think he's a talent, and then maybe we bring in a superstar in January. I think that will probably be the case. So we're going to keep an eye on those two. As for the superstar that I keep talking about, I do have a couple players in mind. Raheem Sterling being one of them. I know it's not the most realistic, but I am interested in Raheem Sterling. I am also interested in a couple of players from the La Liga. We take a look. Could bring Gareth Bale back. Maybe we could just bring in Gareth Bale regardless. Ousmane Dembele was one that was interesting to me. Antoine Griezmann. Eden Hazard was an interesting one to me. There's a few options that I am quite heavily interested in. Just not too sure who exactly to go for. Could bring in an aging Luis Suarez, but I think out of all of these, I'm certainly interested in. I don't really want Dembele. Certainly interested in Gareth Bale to come in potentially now instead of David, but I would be interested in David. It wouldn't be that realistic, and I want to try and keep it realistic if possible. I think I would like to bring in Raheem Sterling potentially in January, so we'll think about that. I think potentially we could do with a superstar eventually, but these two for now are the signings that I want to bring in. That's for sure, and we'll try and sell some players as well, so that we free up some funds. But we're gonna keep an eye on them. We're gonna advance, see if we get any offers for anyone else before we move on. And there has been potential interest in Jack Grealish as well, but I'm not too sure what we're going to do about that. We have a transfer budget increase, which we know about. Transfer offer for Mustafi has come in from Lazio, and I'm going to delegate it. I want to start the offer at 22.5, and don't sell the player for any less than 19 million. That'd be good. If we can get that for Mustafi, I believe he's worth that personally. I'm sure they're all just saying the same thing. We should probably get some training going as well. A loan offer for Martinelli? I don't think so. It's from Leverkusen, so he will get game time there, but I do want to keep him. Bukayo Saka, not for sale. I think eventually he will become part of this squad. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Just get rid of all these. Yeah. I don't mind Balogun. So if he can get a loan deal somewhere, that would be beneficial for both of us. Transfer for Bernd Leno. He had a wonderful season last season. It doesn't surprise me that teams are coming in for him. He's got a high transfer value. I'm not selling him. He's going to be my captain this year. I'm pretty confident of that. Let's keep going. No offers for a lot of the players we put up. A loan offer for Emil Smith-Rowe. I will take that from Braga. Let's hope he goes and does quite well there. I was tempted to keep him to train him up, but I may as well get him some game time elsewhere. He looks decent. He looks crap. He looks crap. He looks crap. And he looks crap. Let's keep advancing. They consider 22 million too high. Okay, now let's just have a look who got promoted really quickly as well. Unless it's frozen. It just seems like it might have. There we go. Oh, Derby County did get promoted. They always seem to get promoted in the first year. So congratulations to them. Who else got promoted? Stoke. And who am I missing? Who am I missing? Who else got promoted? West Brom. So yeah, interesting. Congratulations to Derby. Keep going. Transfer for Osei Tutu. Yeah, that's fine by me. I just don't know if you're going to be able to afford his wages. That seems to always happen. I'm going to get the training on before I forget. The season is coming around fast. Right, who do we want to train? I know I want to train Roberts. To train Barrett. I definitely want to train Saliba. Where is he? There he is. I want to train Kraft. And the last player I want to train is... well, it will be David when he comes in. But for right now, we'll train Martinelli on his finishing, which wasn't great last year, even though he has decent finishing. It should be better. I say he was bad, he wasn't bad, he just one-on-one chances he tended to fluff. More so than other chances. We'll keep going though, keep advancing. Thought Luis Suarez has actually joined Legan then, but he hasn't. Emile Smith-Rowe has been loaned out. Transfer for Kieran Tierney, he's going nowhere. He's my starting left back. A great season last year. I need to sell him in any way, shape or form. I'll keep it moving. Any other loan off Archie Jackson from Benevento. That'd be interesting for him. Get some experience in the Serie A. Don't have a problem with that. Should be able to afford him as well. A transfer for Pepe and a transfer for Mustafi. Now Mustafi to Dortmund is something I can get with. I think that's fairly realistic in terms of him going back to Germany. Let's have a look. I want 18.5 really for him. If I can get that out of you. I don't want a release clause, a sell-on clause. I want straight money. 16. That's pretty much his valuation. 13. 15? I'll take 15. Okay, they're not willing to go 2 million higher. Manchester United have come in for Nicolas Pepe. No chance. Get out. Not a chance. No, thank you. No. Is what I have to say to that. Get some training done. Yep. Barrett growing nicely already. That's good to see. Good. Keep advancing. We're not going to make any transfers until we have to. Loan off for Balogun from Swansea. That's a good move for him. He'll do well at Swansea. Lucas Torreira from Barcelona. Nope. Although that would be a great signing for them. No doubt about that. We keep going. Transfer for Ballard. I'll accept it, but I don't think they'll be able to afford it. They're still going on negotiations with Osei Tutu. I am also interested in. Let's just get these in. Saul. And Grealish. Jack Grealish. There he is. 24 years of age. We'll scout him as well. Add him to the shortlist. Only 6 days remaining on him. so it won't take too long to get a report back. We'll keep advancing. Transfer for Nketiah and a transfer for Oluwu. We'll accept that, but again, I can't see having Nketiah. They're offering 15 million. I don't really want to sell Eddie. He had a really good season last season. Why would we want to sell a squad player like that? Jackson's been loaned out, which is good. Another transfer offer for Oluwu. Hopefully they accept it, but we'll keep going. I'm sure the first game in the Premier League is around the corner. Balogun's gone to Swansea, so wish him all the best of luck there. Reece Nelson, nope, I want to keep him. Got a lot of youth talent here that we're trying to keep a hold of, but we're also trying to give them game time. It's difficult to balance. Oluwu's breaking down, which I sort of expected. A transfer for David Luiz and Mustafi. Now I am willing to sell both of these players, so we'll just see what the offers we get for them all. So Wolves have come in for Mustafi, which again I feel is quite a realistic signing. I would only sell to realistic clubs really. I'm going to ask for 17 million for Shokran Mustafi, which they are willing to accept. So looks like Wolves will be signing Mustafi and trying to bolster their defence. Chelsea have come back in for David Luiz, which is interesting because obviously he'd be going back to Chelsea again. I think he's been there like 3 or 4 times. So Frank Lampard eager to bring David Luiz back, it looks like. Which has happened that many times. I don't think it's that unrealistic. We're going to ask for 12 million for David Luiz. There is room for him to be sold. It's for 10.5. I'm willing to sell him. You know, he's 33 years old now. Set on 9 million. What about 9.75? Nope. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I am happy to keep him as a squad player. I just think that was a little bit stupid from Chelsea, really. Bit of a waste of time. I'll keep advancing these players. William Saliba, I need him to start growing a bit more. Maybe I'll get him on his own training path, just to get him going. Oh, that's not what I want to do. We are coming up to August, so games are going to start coming in thick and fast. Transfer for Mustafi, he's already going to Wolves, I believe. So we'll hold on to that for now, but I'm pretty confident that he will go to Wolves, and I'm happy for him to go there. Transfer for Kolasinac, that's not happening. Actually, if they give me the right amount, I'm going to start the offer at 25, and I don't want you to go any less than 20. I'd be willing to accept that. We'll see what happens with Mustafi to Wolves before we look at that Monaco bid. I'm just talking through the contracts now. He's still not been sold. Squad monthly report. Anyone interesting? That goalkeeper's not good enough. He's not good enough. No. We're just going to release all those. Don't look too interesting to me. We have some training to do. Saliba's up to a 77. That's perfect. I want to get him to at least 80 by the end of this season. I want him to be involved in my first team plans next year. Keep going. There must be a game coming up soon, which is when I want to bring in 2 new signings. I'm going to accept that. I don't think they're going to. I'm going to go in for this deal with Monaco because Wolves haven't sorted anything out yet, so I don't want it to fall through and then us not be able to sell him. So I'm going to ask for the same deal as we did with Wolves, which I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige. 15. I'll ask for 16. Okay, no worries. So there's 1 million less than Wolves, but you know I want to make sure that that's an offer that could potentially go through. Okay, we do have Manchester United for the first game of the season coming up. Okay. Kolasinac will go for 25 million. Excuse me. That is crazy. I wasn't expecting that. 25 million. I think I'm willing to accept that. That's double his valuation. We have Bukayo Saka who can play there. I think I'm willing to accept that. Yeah, I'm going to accept that. See what happens. As for Mavropanos, they're offering 8 million. I'll negotiate it myself. That's insane for Kolasinac. Take 25 million all day, every day of the week. 8.5 million. I want 13 million for Mavropanos. He's got a lot of potential. 8.5 for the sell-on clause. I don't really want the sell-on clause. I'll ask for 11 million. No. You know what? I'll just ask for 10. I think that's fair. Okay, 10 million for Mavropanos. That's fair. I've had to make quite a bit of money off these players. And Mustafi's been sold to Wolves, which is good. So that's good. And then we have Manchester United coming up. So we do need to get on with these signings now in realism. Now, it's Saul or Thomas Partey. I am sort of leaning towards Saul. Jack Grealish is an 82 rated player. Would I rather bring in Saul or Thomas Partey? Part of me is thinking Saul. Be more of a creative flair alongside Torreira. It's a bit more versatile as well. We can play left back. His defending's good. How much is he going to cost? Between 69 and 100. Partey's going to cost between 50 and 70. Jonathan David can only end up costing me 22. Potentially. Grealish. Okay, I don't want to sign Jack Grealish. I know I want to sign Jonathan David. That's a fact. It's just between Partey and Saul. He is more of a CDM. But Saul just offers that creative aspect that we don't really have now. Ceballos is gone. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. We're going to go in for Jonathan David first. I'll begin negotiations. If they ask for too much, then we might have to go for the old release clause. Maybe we should have just gone for the release clause anyway. Have we got anyone we can offer them? We could offer them David Luiz, to be honest. Well, I would actually be interested. Plus 20. Fuck off. I'm just going for his release clause when I can. As for these two, I haven't got a clue. Okay, we'll advance to the United game. We might have to make some transfers on the day. Transfer for Henrik Mkhitaryan from Everton of 10.5 million. Let's negotiate that. I reckon we can get 12.5. Yep, perfect. Get Mkhitaryan out my club. Just about selling deadwood at this point. Oh god, we have the bloody Super League after that against Liverpool. Dinora. Captaincy suggestions. David Luiz to be captain. Enough for Martinelli. Not going anywhere, bro. Player chat. I'll consider it. Marcel. I'll consider. Now. Okay, we've still got going for David, but that's fine. Saul or Partey? Saul or Partey? I don't know. Just don't know. I think Saul is more of a statement than Thomas Partey. I think we're going to go for Saul. Let's begin negotiations. I reckon I can get him for less than 90. Meeting with Diego. Always going to drive a hard bargain, Diego. I'm going to offer up 75 million. 181. Okay. 78.5. Okay, they're willing to accept that. Don't know if I'm making a mistake by bringing in Saul, but we'll see. We'll negotiate his deal. Of course, he's going to be crucial. It's our first major money signing, really. I'm going to try and get 5 years out of him if I can. Yep, perfect. No release clause, perfect. Remove that goal bonus, or up his signing bonus to 1.2. Up his wages to 90,000 a week, which isn't actually that bad for someone of Saul's calibre. And he wants 100 grand a week. I'm happy to accept that. That's fine. Saul joins. We'll sign Jonathan David once we can for his release clause. And other than that, we'll set up the team really quickly for how it's going to be. Leno, Chambers, Bellerin, Upamecano and Tierney. Sorry, Gandizi. Saul's coming in alongside Torreira, Pepe, Thomas Lemar, Aubameyang and Lacazette. If we go look at the second team really quick. As for the second team, Nubel starts in goal. Maitland-Niles at right back, Saliba and Mari at centre back. Kolasinac should be leaving, so Saka will come down to left back. It will be Guendouzi and Marcel Sabitzer. Martinelli, Nketiah, Reece Nelson and Jonathan David will start in this side. For now we'll put John Jules up top, like that. Okay. So that's that. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Just this sort of transfer portion. There'll obviously be more transfers in the next episode where we take on Manchester United and a couple of others. Let's have a look. We have a big episode next. We have United, this UEFA Super Cup, and Southampton. Well, we'll probably just play these two games and do some more transfer business. But then we have Southampton, Watford and Liverpool, which is an interesting way to start the season for sure. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in episode 2 of this season 2 of the career mode. Thank you.